Hello everyone. So in previous classes, I completed a module 2. That is, module 2 was completely based on a decision tree learning, and decision tree learning methods, as well as decision tree learning algorithms. Right. I hope the concepts are clear. So if you have any doubts, feel free to ask me. Right. So I'll go ahead. In today's class, I am going to start the very next module, that is module 3. So, module 3 is on artificial neural networks, right? So, these are what some of the important contents, and this is what the content which is according to our syllabus, and these are the content that I am going to discuss one by one. So, first there is an introduction to artificial neural networks, then neural network representation, then appropriate problems for neural network learning, then perceptions, then multi-layer networks and backpropagation algorithms, then remarks on backpropagation algorithm. And this backpropagation algorithm, again, you'll be studying these particular algorithms in terms of their practical or the lab terms, right? So today let me introduce what is artificial neural networks, and how exactly the representation of artificial neural networks and all, right? Here, the term artificial neural networks, so in short we will call them as ANNs, that is artificial neural networks. So artificial neural networks, they provide a practical method for learning real valued, discrete valued and vector valued functions from examples, means from real time examples. So I hope the term is clear. Artificial neural network. Artificial neural network, they provide a general practical method for learning real valued, discrete valued and vector valued target functions from examples. So examples may be the real time examples here, right? Here the algorithms such as backpropagation, it will use the gradient descendant to tune the network parameters to best fit a training set of input output pairs. Here ANN learning, that is the artificial neural network learning, is robust to errors. So it is very much robust to errors in the training data, and it has been successfully applied to the problems such as interpreting the visual scenes, speech recognition and learning robot control strategies. So these are what are the different applications or the scope of artificial neural network. Basically artificial neural network learning, it is very robust to errors in the training data, and it has been successfully applied to solve the problems such as interpreting visual scenes, speech recognition and learning robot control strategies. So that is what the term artificial neural network and the scope, that is the applications of artificial neural network and artificial neural network learning. So in short we'll call it as ANN, right? Here the neural network learning methods, they provide a robust approach to the approximate or to approximating the real valued, discrete valued as well as vector valued target functions. As the definition says here, neural network learning methods, they provide a robust approach to approximating the real valued, discrete valued and vector valued target functions, right? So for certain types of problems such as learning to interpret the complex real world sensor data, then artificial neural networks among the most effective learning methods which are currently most familiar and currently known, and they are currently using. For example, if you take the back propagation algorithm, so here the back propagation algorithm, it is of course I'll discuss it as a part of this particular module. Here it is successfully used in many of the practical problems, such as learning to recognize the handwriting characters, then learning to recognize the spoken words, and learning to recognize the faces, and the other related applications. So they are what some of the applications of the backpropagation algorithm. So is it clear? What are the applications of backpropagation algorithm? The applications are: it is used to recognize handwritten characters, then it is used in learning to recognize the spoken words, then it is used in learning to recognize the faces. So these are what the different applications of backpropagation algorithm. So this is what the brief introduction about artificial neural network and the backpropagation algorithm, right? Now let us see the biological motivation. What is the biological motivation of or for this artificial neural network? Here, the study of artificial neural network has been inspired in part by the observation that biological learning systems are built of very complex webs of interconnected neurons. So, as we know, our brain system, where it consists of the set of neurons, and these neurons are interconnected each other like a network. So, exactly the artificial neural networks representation is, right. That's why I told the study of artificial neural network has been inspired in part by the observation that biological learning systems are built up of very complex webs of interconnected neurons. So, if you make a rough analogy, here artificial neural networks are built out of densely interconnected set of simple units where each unit takes a number of real valued inputs and produces a single real valued output. Means artificial neural network, it is built up with a dense interconnected set of simple units where each unit takes a number of real valued inputs and it produces a single real valued output. This is how the artificial neural network work. So here I have illustrated some of the biological figures like brain. See, this is what the brain neuron system. Here you can see how exactly these neurons are interconnected and they are very dense. So your artificial neural network is also like this. Representation of ANN is exactly like this. It is either it is interconnected up or it is interconnected with n number of units where each input or each unit it takes the number of real valued inputs and it produces a single real valued output. So artificial neural networks is exactly like the human neuron system or the human uh, interconnected neuron system. So this is what a single neuron. So here this neuron it takes the input and it produces the output. So the artificial neural network work exactly like this, a single neuron, right? So this you might have studied already in your biology. So here ANN representation is exactly like the human neuron system, right? So here there are some of the facts of the human neurology or human neurobiology, right? So just to develop a feel of this analogy, let us consider a few facts from the neuron biology or neurobiology, right? Here, the human brain, for example, is estimated to contain a densely interconnected network of above approximately 10 raised to 11 neurons, where each neuron is connected on an average to 10 raised to 4 others. Means each neuron is connected to around 10 raised to 4 neurons, right? So neuron activity is typically excited or it is inhibited through the connections to the other neurons The fastest neuron switching times are known to be on the order of 10 raised to minus 3 seconds. So that is what the response time from each neuron, 10 raised to minus 3 seconds. So it is quite slow as compared to the computer switching speeds, which is of 10 raised to minus 10 second. So yet humans are able to make surprisingly complex decisions, surprisingly very quick decisions. For example, it requires approximately 10 raised to minus 1 seconds to visually recognize your mother or any of your relative or any of your friends, right? So here you can notice that the sequence of neuron firings that can take place during this 10 raised to minus 1 second interval, right? So it cannot possibly be longer than a few hundred steps given the switching speed of a single neurons. So this observation has led to speculate that the information processing abilities of biological neuron systems that must follow from highly parallel processes which are operating on the representation that are distributed over many neurons. So one motivation for artificial neural network systems is to capture this kind of a highly parallel computation based on the distributed representations. Most of the ANN, that is most of the artificial neural network softwares, they run on the sequential machines which are emulating the distributed processes. Although the faster versions of algorithms have been implemented on highly parallel machines and on the specialized hardware which are designed specifically for the artificial neural network applications. Here, the ANNs are loosely motivated by biological neural systems that are many complexities. Means there are many complexities to the biological neuron systems that are not modeled by the ANNs, and many features of ANNs that we discuss here are known to be inconsistent with the biological systems. For example, we consider ANNs, that is, we consider artificial neural networks whose individual units output a single constant value, whereas the biological neurons output a complex time series of spikes. That is what a small difference between ANNs and the biological neurons means. ANNs, that is artificial neural networks, whose individual units they output a single constant value, whereas biological neurons output a complex time series of spikes or time series of multiple values. So that is what one difference you can find between ANN, that is the artificial neural network, and the biological neurons. So historically, there are two groups of researchers that have worked with artificial neural networks. One group has been motivated by the goal of using artificial neural network to study and model biological learning processes, and a second group has been motivated by the goal of obtaining highly effective machine learning algorithms independent of whether these algorithms mirror the biological processes, right? So these are what the two groups of researchers, those who have worked with the artificial neural networks. Means they are having their own vision and their own objectives, right? So these are what some of the properties of neural networks that I have listed. So you can see these properties. The first one is many neuron-like threshold switching units. Means the neural networks are having many neuron-like the threshold switching units, and they have many weighted interconnections among the units. These are highly parallel distributed processes. They emphasis on tuning weight automatically. Input is a high dimensional discrete or a real valued, that is you can consider it as a sensor input. So these are what some of the properties of the neural networks, right? Next is when to consider the neural networks or when to apply the neural networks. So these are what some of the situations or some of the cases where you can apply the neural networks, or where you can consider the neural networks. First one is, if input is a high dimensional discrete or a real valued input, means if input is a it is a kind of a sensor input, then you can apply neural networks. Second one is, if the expected output is a discrete or real valued output, then also you can apply. If output is a vector of values, then also you can apply. Then for the possibly noise data, the neural networks can be applicable. Then the neural network form a target function which is unknown. Then human readability of result is unimportant. So in these cases, you can consider or you can apply the neural networks. And these are some of the examples that I have already stated. The examples of artificial neural networks, that is speech phenomena recognition, then in image classification, then in financial predictions. So these are what some of the real-time examples where you can consider or you can apply the neural networks, that is the artificial neural networks. So this is what a brief introduction as well as the biological motivation for the artificial neural networks. In short, they are known as ANNs. So in next class, I am going to discuss the neural network representations, how exactly to represent the neural networks. Right? Thank you.